Hey all, and welcome back to Donkey Kong 64. Today, Donkey Kong will be taking care of his own section of cleanup for Angry Aztec. And from this point onward, you may notice I might be a little more unapologetic with my fast forwards or jump cuts. Because, you don't need to see me having to go through, redo all my steps around this entire world.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, I'm sorry. This is actually my biggest problem with this game. It's not that there's a lot of stuff to collect. Yes, there is a lot of stuff to collect. My problem is the fact that
Strong Kong.
Kong. Oh yeah, I'm here too.
Hey, Seely.
Welcome back, Seely.
But
Wait, I was about to say, like, that was a random jump cut. You were just in the temple, then all of a sudden you're back with Cranky.
Well,
Because this is exactly what I need to take care of that puzzle I found.
correct. And he did show this puzzle earlier. Continue.
So my problem isn't that there's so much stuff to get. My problem is that it literally is like, oh Jesus, anything new.
Yeah, basically, this is Wonder Wing.
You have to redo the level multiple times. There's no differences. It's all the exact same level, just as a different Kong. Each time.
Right, because only certain collectibles you can only get as certain Kongs.
I'm not a big fan of repetitive gameplay like that. So
I guess it depends. I guess it depends on the circumstance, though, because honestly, I feel DK64 is at its best when you can actually do all this shit like all at once with a singular Kong. I think it just gets to its absolute, most what's the word, tedious when you have to start, jumping back and forth between all 5 Kongs.
yeah, okay. Like, if you have to go back later in the game, that's fine. But immediately doing it after you already did the level just as a different Kong, that is the problem.
Well, no, that's not my problem. My problem is, you end up like you're playing as a single Kong for this one section, and then all of a sudden you come across this barricade. You can't get through that said Kong.
Guys, I can't stop staring at her boobs.
Yeah, okay, we're
It's
done.
rare.
We're leaving that place for now, even though we're gonna have to go back eventually when we do the backtracking.
Also,
but, yeah,
I love if you paid
that's
attention
Candy
while
Kong.
she was talking to DK on the sentences where she's actually asking him something. DK would both shake his head no, then immediately go yes as well.
I think he's just a little shy around the ears.
So yeah, once again, we need more little goodies.
Yep, like little bananas and coins. Though, like I said before, if you know what you're doing, you're gonna have more coins than you know what to spend, how to spend them.
Pat, you are not a guardian sphinx. You can sit next to me.
There.
You know that, right?
But yeah, no, the draw distance on projectiles can. That genuinely surprised me. I forgot about that. I was like, oh look, just a nice little.
It's like he stepped on a landmine.
I would love if that's actually what's happening. If there is no spring pad, it's just Donkey Kong made the poor decision of walking on a mine that jettisoned up
Also,
into
I'm
the
not gonna lie,
skyverse.
considering how instantaneous a few of those are, I figured that was just gonna be like James would cut out every instance of him aiming, so it would just be like nonstop.
That would be funny.
That'd be
Oh, thank you. All I got is this old banana. Take it. I'm off to home. Pacha, here I come.
Oh jeez, here, look at him go. Huh.
And with that, we also have access to his home.
Creeps.
Keep this in mind for a little later, but for now, I'm gonna go head on back and collect that gracious camel's reward.
You have to have a big old
Okay.
banana.
Oh.
There it is.
But yeah, no, just in general, like I think this game's at its best when you can actually, take your time and get everything you need to in a world for one Kong done and over with in that one fell swoop. Again, I just hate when you have to go all back and forth, because again, the tag barrels are very few and far between.
Right.
Yeah.
Which kind of just makes the entire process seem a lot more time consuming than it has any right to be.
There's something silly about what just happened there, where it just seemed like it was just like a typical day, like, morning, Jim, morning, day, and just punch him. It's like, alright, just a typical stroll in the neighborhood.
Hey,
for these
Ron.
Kremlins.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
Hey, Billy.
I don't think
That
Kongs
hurt.
eat. I was about to say, I don't think Kongs eat chili dogs, sis.
What?
You said, hey, Ron.
I was referencing something else.
Yeah.
Okay, but,
Yeah.
well, I was just saying that because I know that's also the name of the guy she said that to.
Or is it
knew-
there?
I was referencing when the guy just fell through the ceiling and goes, "Hey, Ron." Hey,
Yeah.
really?
Really?
Just treats it like any
Her?
casual day.
Yeah, I remember that. I love that video.
Oh boy.
Plums
Hey,
or
Dee,
grapes or
hey,
whatever those
DK,
are.
that hurt.
Beans.
By the way, I just realized we just saved a llama from an Aztec area. This really is just Cusco.
Oh, by the way, our fourth member of the DK crew will be saying today has a funny face.
Lanky.
Who's that?
Who's that?
Oh.
Come in here. Give me a hand.
So yeah,
I can't. I'm not gonna bum him out.
Kind of sad that poor Lanky got stuck in that camel's pride and joy. Speaking of said camel, you will find him up there snoring up a storm, but we will be needing him in order to save Lanky.
Can I just say, I do
Oh?
like how each Kong, you can kind of tell what kind of ape they're based off of. And then there's Lanky, who's like, are you a spider monkey? Are you a orangutan? What are
Oh no,
you?
they're clearly trying to make him an orangutan.
Yeah, but why the super long arms? That's more spider monkey.
Because
Oh,
comedy.
Really? I thought that was always more of an orangutan feature.
Well, the orangutans do have, like, long arms, but I just imagine that, like, he thinks it's too long even for an orangutan.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe they just exaggerated. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I always it's pretty obvious they were trying to go for the orangutan similarities, and
I got
can't do anything about that fluttering little thing yet.
Oh yeah, that
I feel
colored-
taunted by its laughter.
Yeah,
It mocks me with its smug aura.
trust me, that's
But-
that's unfortunately another case of this game having way too many collectibles, and there's the
Oh
camel.
no.
We know
We
what
have
to
to
do.
pull a
I
Banjo-Kazooie.
just realized he is a llama
Oh.
if this is like an Aztec place. Because
you're right.
Because llamas and alpacas, they're more in South America, whereas camels, they're in the Middle East.
Gotcha.
Okay, so what happened there? So why was that claptrap purple?
That trap is purple because those are a different breed of them that are pretty much impervious to everything but orange grenades.
Gotcha.
Jeez. Okay, well,
Which is honestly
there you
something I'm
just
surprised we
unlocked-
didn't bring up earlier. Yes, so you do have another sort of weapon in the form of those oranges, which act as grenades. You don't really.
Right,
The game doesn't really expect you to use them that often, though.
Only on enemies like those. Okay, I remember in the last part we did mention. In the last episode, we mentioned orange grenades being used mainly for the commando Kongs.
Yeah, the clumps.
Yeah, the clumps.
Ah,
I love that punch sound for when he woke up. It's like,
What the heck? Spit.
yeah,
And
no,
there. Now
he
is-
is a llama. He is a llama.
Fair enough. So that llama spit was cold enough to literally cool down that blazing hot water.
There's also probably has to be some sort of chemical reaction happening too, because it also turned lava into
and now
water.
now we're swimming in spit.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yes.
and I was about to say, now that I think about it, it also reminds me of that seal from DKC2.
Oh yeah, Clapper.
Yeah.
Hey, Lanky. Please. Let me out. I'm begging you.
I beg of you.
I'm being honest here. Going off of his appearance, I would not be upset if. Go move, DK. Gotta get some fresh air.
Oh my god.
I'll help you by collecting blue banana. I'm saying I'm being freaking legitimate and genuine with you all. That if he was ever at any point voiced by Christopher Walken, I wouldn't even bat an eye.
You say Christopher Walken, I thought you were pulling freaking Patrick Warburton.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was about to say, it
Patrick
did sound a
Warburton-
little deep.
Nah,
Let-
nah.
Let's be fair. Patrick would be chunky.
That's what I'm saying. He'd be chunky, but I could see Christopher Walken being lanky, if not Gilbert
Look.
Gottfried.
He has no
Donkey.
style. He has no face.
Has no
Look,
place.
Donkey, I know you're trying to get through this chamber, and I can help you if you can.
Well, I see him.
That Kong is
Because-
a fucking disgrace.
Because I just know I see him being like the sassy,
You know
sarcastic. I don't want to be a clown, but all other aspirations for me have led to this moment.
So
kind
basically,
of person, but cool.
basically he's the
Ah!
he's the fucking unicorn from Dave the Barbarian.
Exactly.
You know what? Now
Hence that impression. Go ahead. Hype.
I know you guys are going off on that tangent just for the sake of a joke. Now I'm genuinely brainstorming, what casting choices I would make if I were to make, a legit DK like voice acted cartoon or something.
Honestly,
Well, yeah, basically, yeah. If they couldn't get all the if they couldn't for whatever reason get all the actors back from the original, who would you want to see be who?
Can I-
If say freaking Hulu who came out of
Can I-
nowhere saying we have a.
Hang
Go
on,
ahead,
let Matt
Matt.
go first. He has an idea.
Tiny or Dixie, I can see Christian Shaw doing.
Well, no, I'm not even talking about like a movie or anything. I mean just like a straight up animated series.
Yes, Christian
Jeez, you incinerated them.
Shaw. Do you know who Kristen Shaw is?
Okay, but just to go to Logan's thing real quick, one thing that I had in mind.
And I will say I don't know. I feel like I should
Mabel.
know her by name, but I
Mabel's an
don't.
actress.
Thank you.
Okay, but like just going off of one that I had in mind, mainly just because
Oops.
I want. Oh boy. Well, I will say
Oh.
one choice I've always had in mind, mainly just to remind people that yes, he does indeed have range. I'm kind of amused by the idea of like having Kevin Michael Richardson be Cranky.
That would.
Oh.
You know what? Considering that man actually did a pretty decent Barney Rubble impression back in the day, I wouldn't mind seeing it.
Yeah,
Yep,
and
that could be the case.
I have an idea for
I think
Donkey
I also
Kong,
just.
but I feel like it's too obvious.
what is
Well,
it?
let's see here.
Oh boy.
Bill Fagerbait.
You're just saying that because DK voiced him in Japan, are you?
What?
Yeah, because the DK's current actor is Patrick's Japanese actor. You were the one
Yeah.
that told us that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But no,
Yeah.
actually, I knew that, but that's not why I was thinking about that.
What made you think of him?
Well, I was thinking about that because of his, not just for Patrick, not just Bill's voice for Patrick, but for, like, think of the guard in Hunchback. At your service, sir.
I could see that, but yeah, James, yeah, DK in Japan is voiced by Patrick from SpongeBob's
Yep.
in Japan.
Fancy that.
Oh yeah, he's also Ganondorf.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's always like the number one thing we always bring up. Before he was DK, he was literally the original incarnation of the humanoid Ganondorf.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I'm also now looking into this, thinking like, wait a minute. So there's a red banana balloon there, which is really
I gotta
mean that
keep
that's where
bringing
Diddy's
this up.
freaking.
I find it so hilarious how Wind Waker
Oh.
Ganondorf, or
Oh,
no,
this is a new thing.
Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our first Metal Gear Solid section of the Banana Barrel Challenges.
Actually, I don't think we've seen. I don't think we've because I don't think we've
boy.
actually seen these before. I don't think we've seen the actual bonus barrel like this, or unless I'm. No, maybe we did one in.
Oh,
Oh, you were caught.
Ow!
so I was gonna say,
Those look like a unique type of Kremlin enemy too.
the
not
only...
Wind Waker Ganondorf, but Wind Waker Tangle went on to voice Twilight Princess Ganondorf.
Correct. But yeah. So what are these type of enemies, James?
They're pretty much the genome soldiers of the Kremlin army. That's really all you need to know about
Oh
them.
lord.
Okay.
They don't shoot upon sight, but they will catch you, and they will make you go to your room.
Okay.
Go to your room.
No banana kick for you, young man.
Oh, it's a little nice.
Wow.
And yes, it is a maze, so you basically have to figure out where the heck the ending. It can take a couple tries, but the maze is always the same.
By the way, they will reuse that maze for at least a few other types of challenges, not just stealth sections.
Oh, boy.
So keep that in mind.
If I were to have any other character, nice. If I were to have any other character, oh, okay, that could be a quick way of getting. Okay, that makes sense now. If I were to have someone else, I would have whoever voices Mickey in the Mickey Shorts be Diddy.
Sorry, my mind was blanking for a minute. You mean like the Wonderful World of Mickey? Yeah, that'd actually be pretty amusing, Diddy. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, like I feel like he can actually do like a pretty good imitation of how he sounded in the CGI cartoon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, yeah. Are those? I guess for any weird trivia, because Lord knows I don't know, and Hyde possibly has it on the back of his hand written down just in case. Is there? Do we know where those actors are anymore right now?
Let me see.
From the CG show?
From the TV show, well, I do know I've seen Candy's actress. I know she's been in like a handful of like Disney Channel stuff. Like I mentioned before, Diddy's actor went on to be Yoshi for the Mario World cartoon.
That was actually the first thing he did before Diddy.
Okay, well, I rephrased myself. That was another thing he did. I'm not quite sure. The only other thing that immediately comes to mind, and it's a bit more of a downer compared to anything, is that Cranky's voice actor passed away a couple years ago.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, considering he did voice an old fart back in his prime, I guess it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Now, and I'm wondering what the heck happened to Karul.
Last I checked, he's still alive. I just don't know, like, if he's doing anything, I imagine it's probably, like, something local as opposed to, like, something a little bit more widespread.
Right.
Okay.
Anyway, now that we're back
training
here
is-
with just enough bananas to feed this fat fuck.
We're still 20 short.
But that's why we did all that. That's why we did all that cleanup with DK, because he's got the other 20, and then some.
Oh, and this is that moment this is that moment where James is like, "Crap, I should have done this." Oh, no! Now I realize what's happening. Well, I'm trying to figure out, like, we should have done the other direction because this is gonna unfortunately be one that that DK himself can't go into.
Well, to be fair, that's also a good excuse for me to showcase. Again, these doors can only be entered via one Kong, and that one Kong this time is Diddy.
So what happens if we try to go through it?
What do you think?
It's totally open. It's right there. No one's stopping
I
us.
could take all the glory. Can you love me?
I don't know.
Let's do it.
You know
Oh!
what? Oops.
Just kind of like
He's
very
like,
rude
"Wow."
about it. Well, that's a fine. How do you do?
Oh, speaking of Cruel, that is like one voice that I had in mind. Greg Berger as Cruel. Mainly, the voice in particular is, I forget his name, but he's the one teacher from Aura Monsters, the one with the red heels.
Oh wow!
Wait,
oh,
that was-
and check it out. So you get to join us for our next boss.
Wait,
It's a
was-
cute
Was
dragonfly.
that Greg Berger? I thought that was freaking Charlie Adler.
No, that surprised me at first, but it was Greg. I do know Charlie was Ickis.
Hi,
Stupid bugs!
hi, boss over. Sealy, you just watched us defeat the dragonfly.
Oh,
A literal dragonfly.
Yep.
not quite happy with us stopping her child.
Oh boy.
Oh. And I will say, I do like this. I do like this idea. Like here, yeah, like you said, a literal dragonfly.
Honestly, can I just say what this boss reminds me of?
What's up?
Yeah, it does kind of look like Ridley, though I will also say, this fight's really nothing all that, tricky, but again, it still stands a testament to how cinematic these fights can feel.
I agree.
Oh no, the lighting of the fireballs and stuff.
And the way
like
he
it,
throws them at you, it's like that. This fucker ain't no laughing matter.
nope, very quick.
I also gotta give credit where it's due. I do like this boss design.
Oh, the music's sick too. I think it was Joel from Vine Sauce who brought it up, but like, yeah, it's tricky for me to look between the two because like I can see flaws in both of them, but I can still see a lot of good in both. I can see the flaws and like really good successes in both games, but I'm really hard pressed to say which one is, I think, the better, like, more advanced game between Banjo-Tooie and DK64.
I would say DK64 has a little bit more to it, it does still sort of carry the mindset of the constrained level design. Previously, hey, that should have counted. Damn it. Yeah, the hitbox of that could be a little hard to judge, but more often than not, it should work.
But yeah, you're saying something about DK64?
DK64, again, has a little more to it, and does, follow a little bit more of the constrained level design rules that Banjo-Kazooie already set up. Again, the big problem is just having to do all that stuff like 5 times.
Right.
Yeah. There you go. What do you think, what do you think, Matt, between this and, say, Banjo-Kazooie 1?
Looks more cinematic than 1, but I still prefer Banjo-Kazooie.
I mean, nothing really wrong with that.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
I
can see myself
just think
with- yeah.
I just think there's merit in the original the original Banjo-Kazooie in its simplicity.
Oh, I agree. Like, it doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah. Anyway, now that the Dragonfly is more or less all said and done, Angry Aztec is more or less, kaput. So stay tuned next time as, well, actually, we are going to have to go back into Angry Aztec. However, it's about high time we show off our next big member of the DK crew, Tiny Kong.
Woo!
Till next time, everybody.
Yeah.
Bye.